The man's modesty needs to be applauded, and I think we should do that. Listen, in your time, only 3 people used to get the roads. In my time, only 2. And Chopin and I know a story. I applied for the roads. I got into that final shortlisting till I was asked by a short guy who used to teach English at St. Stephen's College, who was on the roads interview board. And he said, will you apply for the IAS? So I said, wait a minute. If you give me the scholarship, I will take it. I mean, because that was something that we all in our time really looked forward to. Because for a middle class or a lower middle class product, to get 2 years or 3 years at a good Oxford college with expenses and meal charges being paid for was a great thing. But then I look back at my life and I said, I'm glad. They said, come back next year. They told me, come back next year. No, they didn't trust me. They said, come back next year. I got into the foreign service by next year. But no, I think I'm making a different point. You put it very well in terms of the fact that opportunities open up. And I think when you've got a good education, you also have the capacity to take risks. So you chose that first-class ticket to Singapore against a well-known establishment. But these guys sitting here will have those opportunities many-fold. They'll have many more time. And I think that's the beauty of a university, because it's also the first platform for you to network. When I was a student at Hindu College, I got my job, my first offer for a job in the private sector, although I was a student of MA History. I hadn't even appeared in the MA final exam, and I joined a premier private sector. University is also a great recruiting ground. I'm not saying physically, but otherwise, great place for platform, for networking, for making contacts. Many of my contacts of today all go back to that era. Of course, we all do different things. We end up doing things which we had never planned. But I think, thank you very much. On behalf of the panel, I also wanted to thank you and compliment you for the manner in which you conducted it. Thank you, Sandeep.